There are a few things you can do to organize your Gmail to make finding emails easier. One of the first things you can do is change the way you view your email. If you select the settings gear in the upper right-hand corner and scroll down, you can decide whether or not you want to have a reading pane. In this case, I'm going to select reading pane right of inbox. This will allow me to see all of my emails to the right of my inbox. Whether or not you use this usually depends on the size of your screen, but in this case, I'm going to use it for the remainder of the video. Once I am here, I can see that I have 96 emails in my inbox. That makes it very difficult to sort or find anything that I'm looking for. Usually, you want to have as few emails in your inbox as possible. One of the easiest things you can do to organize your emails is to use the stars. When I hover over my inbox on the left-hand side, I can press the star to indicate that this is an important email. Whatever emails that I star will show up in my starred box on the left-hand side. This is meant to be a temporary box. You star emails when you know you're going to need them in the next few days or few weeks, and then you remove the star when you're done with them. The other way that you organize emails is through the use of labels. Labels in Gmail are just like folders. If you want to move or add an email to one of these labels, you will use the Move to Label button at the top of your screen, or you will use the Labels button. In this case, I want to add this email to my 2021 label. I click on the label icon, and I'm going to create a new label. Give your label a name and press Create. Now, if you look at the top of my email, I can see every label that this email belongs to. In this case, this is part of my inbox, but it's also part of my 2021 folder. Even if I archive this email, it will still be in my 2021 folder. So let's see that. I'm going to press Archive. And then if I select my 2021 label on the left-hand side, I can see that that email is still there. It's important to note that this only works if you archive an email. If you delete it, that means you're going to delete it from your labels as well. So make sure you're using the archive button and not the delete button. You can also use sub-labels to organize your Gmails. Let's do that now. I'm going to press the labels button, create a new label, and I'm going to call this one Math. However, this time I'm going to say I want to nest the label underneath 2021 and press Create. Now when I look at my left-hand side, I can see that Math is indented underneath the 2021 label. This is a great way to organize all of your emails by year. For example, you can have 2021 and then underneath you could have all of your subjects. Then next year you could make a 21-22 folder. Sometimes you might have an email that needs to live in two folders. You can do that in Gmail as well. This email is already in Math, but let's pretend that it also needed to be in my History folder. I'm going to press the label button again, create a new label, and this time I'm going to write History. And once again, I'm going to nest it under the 2021 label. If you look at the top of my email now, you can see that it's in my inbox, it's in my History folder, and it's in my Math folder. In Gmail, one email can live in as many folders as you want it to. You also have the option to color code your labels. On the left-hand side, next to History, I'm going to press the three dots and select Label Color. And I'm going to label History red. And then I'm going to do the same thing with Math, but I'm going to label Math blue. You can see that my labels now are color-coded red and blue in my email at the top of the screen, in my inbox, and in my left-hand panel. And now, since I've successfully put this email in two folders, I can archive it out of my inbox and know that I can still find it later. If you ever need to edit the name of a label all you need to do is select the three dots next to the name, select Edit, and this gives you the option to change the name or even change what it's nested underneath. By using labels, you can organize all of your emails into folders and then have a clear inbox. I try to make it my goal to get my inbox down to as close to 0 as I can.